What's up everyone, Kirby here, and today I'll be reviewing a movie that I actually watched for the very first time with my family, last weekend, and now I'm finally gonna, of course, review this movie here on my channel. And this movie's actually a family comedy from the 90s, and this movie, from what I've heard, is also later considered to be a cult classic. And that movie would be the 1993 family comedy film, The Sandlot. So, basically what the plot of The Sandlot is, it's about this kid named Scotty Smalls, who recently moved into the neighborhood with his mom, played by Karen Allen, and his stepdad, played by Dennis Leary. And at first, Scotty didn't really fit in, as he's been pretty much teased for not being good at baseball. But then, of course, he meets this group of kids who usually play baseball, called the Sandlot. And the leader of the group is this nice kid named Benny. And those kids are actually being pretty nice to Scotty and allowed him to be on the team. So Scotty accepted to join the group called the Sandlot, and of course they were having some fun and all, especially that one funny but also kind of cringe scene where one of those kids kisses that lifeguard. Yeah, we don't want to get into more of that scene. And they also go to this carnival ride. Of course, when they throw up at the ride. But then what also later happens is that one day the kids were playing baseball, and while his stepdad was away, Scotty used his stepdad's baseball so they could play baseball. However, that the baseball accidentally landed into the yard owned by this really stubborn guy named Mr. Myrtle, played by James Earl Jones. And he has a dog in this yard who's a pretty dangerous dog, and he can easily hurt anybody who comes through that fence. And he can even steal baseballs too. It's really a dog, but the dog is really known as the Beast. So basically, what they all have to do now is find a way to retrieve that baseball from that dog known as the Beast, and that's basically what the Sandlot is all about. So my opinion on this movie, yeah, considering it's a family comedy, it's pretty good for what it is, and I can understand why it's a cult classic. And what I really like about the movie is the fact that it takes place in the early 1960s, since the movie just features old 50s, 60s songs. Like, I noticed the movie features Tequila, and it also features the song Wipeout, which is actually what I'm about to get right into. So I think my favorite part of the movie is the part where Benny got chased by the dog known as the Beast all the way through town while the song Wipeout was playing. Yeah, that scene was pretty funny. Kind of crazy too, but really in a comedic way. That's probably the best part of the movie, and I would consider it as the climax. And I even like the ending too, since Mr. Myrtle actually turned out to be a nice guy, as he reveals to the kids that he actually used to be a baseball player. And he was a pretty nice guy for, of course, lending all of the baseballs back to the kids, and even gave Scotty that baseball. It's like a little replacement for his stepdad's baseball. And it had some good acting. And some of the writing is not really bad. But there are some parts that don't really hold up too well. But regardless, The Sandlot is still a pretty good movie that I think it's appropriate for every family to check out. So, for my overall final thoughts on The Sandlot, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 stars. A pretty good family comedy from 1993. Thank you all for watching and listening to my review on The Sandlot. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is me saying, peace out.